Morning, welcome back to the channel. My name is Luke, I go by Warders Clobber and I'm a full-time eBay reseller based here in the UK. And as you'll be fully aware if you watch this channel, this is the part where we pick the eBay orders from over the weekend, in particular Friday morning up until now, which is Monday morning. Today's video is going to be slightly different because I stayed at the missus' parents' house last night. The unit's on the way, so there's no point in me going back to the flat and getting all my camera stuff because I use my vlogging camera, I put it to the side of the unit, and that's the way you usually see these videos. Now today I've got my tripod, I've got my chest mount, I'm in my car boot clobber, I've got my shorts on, I've got my hiking boots, so it's a little bit different. Today's one's gonna be a bit more of a POV, so you're gonna be sitting on my chest and you're actually gonna be picking them with me. So overall, we had 43 orders totaling just over 1,700 worth in sales. I'm gonna strap you to my chest. It would probably be useful if I got the chest strap. And we're gonna pick those right now. All right, let's get the light on. Oh, there we go. Let's get the bags ready. So first up, we've got Ralph Lauren jumper. 3, 2, 8. So that is a Ralph Lauren quarter zip. So that's the estate rib ones. Really like picking them up. Just Ralph Lauren quarter zips in general, to be honest. Percival chore jacket. Trying to find this brand more and more with everything, with button-up shirts, with jackets, with trousers. I think it's either they do collabs or they do limited edition ranges, and I'm trying to find those ones in particular. But anything from the brand, I'm just trying to find, to be honest. Fred Perry jacket. Now, especially these Fred Perry jackets you want to look out for. They are the Brentham Bomber, so they are fleece lined and they do very, very well. They're one of the key ones that I look out for within Fred Perry. And if you can get them in the big sizes, then you can see the prices that they go for, which I was totally unaware of before I looked more into Fred Perry. All Saints wool jacket. 21294. So the reason why I picked this one, I might pick up All Saints wool jackets anyway, but this was the chore style. So as you're probably aware, I love picking up chore jackets because the style's just so in at the minute. And then if you can get the right brand, the right size, it just adds to it. You've got so many keywords that you can play with as well. So pay attention to the titles when I'm putting them up. All over brown jumper, 212, 21278. Now Oliver Brown, a very good brand, especially within swim shorts, but normal kind of jumpers, shirts, trousers, shorts, everything does well anyway. The only thing with this one, it was a Vinted order and I managed to get it for like £10 plus, which you're looking at, it sold for 20, but it had a hole in it. And the actual seller, kindly enough, I said, you know, can you do a partial refund? Can you just like pay for the label? Because obviously it wasn't mentioned. And they just refunded the entire amount. So that one's pretty much pure profit. So yeah, it's really nice of them to do that, to be honest. Ralph Lauren cream jumper. Always picking up these crew neck sweatshirts. You can always get between 30 and 35. That's what I find anyway. Berghaus Hydro Shell jacket. Hydro Shell Berghaus, one of my favourite things to sell. I think I said that on last week's video. Fold up to absolutely nothing. If you can get like the nice colour block ones, or even just plain in general, do really, really well. The actual retail price of them is bonkers. Believe it or not, that went for 35. That should have gone for way more. It just had a little tear on the bottom back bit. So even getting 35 for one with a tear in it is nuts. Hugo Boss swim shorts. Okay, that does not look pink. So I'm gonna have to double check the SKU on that. 21238, see that was my mistake, I put 21218. So I probably sold similar from another pair of Hugo Boss shorts and forgot to change the SKU number, but that's why I always put the SKU in the last picture. So if you can see that, pulled that out, 21218, the colour was black, whereas these shorts are pink. Double check the last picture, tells me that it's actually 21238 and that I've made a mistake, so that's why I always put the SKU in the final picture. And there we go, there's the right one. Next up, West Ham shirt, 21200. I got that from someone who had a couple of shirts new with tags. The only thing was it was a personalised name and number on the back. She sold it for £2. So even though I had a personalised name and number on the back, it's still a brand new West Ham shirt. So I thought I'll pick it up anyway and see if anyone does take it. And it still went for £30, so really chuffed with that. Another Fred Perry bomber jacket. This one's different though. 2186. So the last one was a Brentham Bomber. This one is a plaid lined made in England, and this is a 2XL. If you can get the made in England plaid lined in a big size, then you're gonna get a very good price on that. A Ralph Lauren polo shirt. Wouldn't normally pick up Ralph Lauren plain polo shirts, especially as this is a skinny fit one, but it was new with tags and the guy at the car boot was selling it for £5, so I took that one. Under Armour jacket. Always pick up the Golf Daytona ones. It's nice if they do have like color variations, but if you don't know about Under Armour Daytona, look them up. They're really nice golf jackets or mid layers. Adidas tracksuit bottoms. Don't usually pick up normal Adidas tracksuit bottoms, but these aren't Adidas normal tracksuit bottoms. These are the Beckenbauer ones. Look up Adidas Beckenbauer and you'll see a slight difference within the jackets, within the trousers. And if you can get those ones in particular, they do way better than the average just Adidas original stuff. Next up, a big boy, Gucci trousers, 21151. So this from a woman that I know at Car Boots. She always brings so much designer stuff. And yes, I do trust her. Picked up a lot of Tom Sweeney, a lot of D&G, a lot of Gucci from her, and these were Gucci trousers. So very much a slim, skinny fit. They look extremely tight fitting. Adidas shorts, these are women's Adi color ones. Yeah, just a standard pair of Adidas shorts. I thought they were really cool, but I think originally I might have thought that they were men's, but I think they were either 50p or £1 at Car Boot. So yeah, I thought they were nice enough to pick up still. Next up, Tottenham Hotspur socks. Still got bundles of these left. Belsoft t-shirt. That was at a Car Boot for a £5. Belsoft t-shirts, that's crazy getting 38 quid. But it's such a strong brand. I mean, if I ever come across their jackets, I get so happy. Reese jumper. Really, really like their merino wool stuff, and I find it everywhere. That was a double XL, so amazing size. Diesel jeans, these are the Bradham regular slim carrot. All Saints trousers. I thought these did really well for a pair of All Saints chinos. These are the Park ones, by the way. So always look on the inside care label and then it will tell you the model. Ping jacket. So just like the Under Armour Daytona, the Ping sensor warm jackets, that's a range within Ping that I always pick up. Ralph Lauren polo shirt. Like I said before, I try not to pick up just standard polo shirts. This one was like a tie-dye stripe effect. Probably leave them from now on. Hugo Boss jumper. I really like my Hugo Boss. Went in Selfridges a couple of weeks ago and I could not believe the retail on some Hugo Boss stuff. That one was a quarter zip jumper and it was with tags, so that one went for £50. Hugo Boss joggers. I like picking up their joggers. Only really do it at Car Boots. Adidas jacket. It's not just any Adidas jacket, this is a Chili 62, and really good keywords with this is like shiny, wet look. So if you can get the older stuff, the Y2K, Chili 62 stuff, especially if you can get something a little bit different to the ordinary like plain black ones, then they do so well. Universal Works jacket. Oh, this one's more of a wool waistcoat. Universal Works, a brand that I absolutely love and should be on everyone's radar. Barber jacket, this is a women's barber jacket. Nice big jacket, want to get these out. This was the Bowfell down Parker. Don't tend to go for too much women's barber stuff, but those big jackets, fiber down stuff, something a little bit different. Levi's jacket. So this was kind of like a bomber style, but it was quilt line and it was corduroy on the shell. Look out for the thermal on the inside of them as well, or on some Levi's jackets. Reese shirt. M&S jumper, cashmere on. Cashmere on, if you're actually in M&S, you can probably buy them for around £20 with tags anyway, like that. So yeah, that's a pretty good price. Arsenal boys shirt, 334. Now, if this was a men's, it would do crazy money. House of Brewer blouse, 160. It's a brand that I look out for within men's and women's, especially like the wool jumpers. Like sweatshirt, just a standard burgundy one. Canali shirt, great Italian brand. There's a nice button-down shirt, but look out for that brand within trousers, within suits, within jackets. Like it's epic. Peter Millar hoodie. Pima are amazing golf brand, especially if you can get it like that as well with tags, whether it's hoodies, whether it's gilets, like what we're going to move on to right now. Then yeah, really, really good golf brand to be picking up. The next one, like I say, is the gilet. It's the Vista Hybrid. Reese Blazer, 18469. You do pick up the Reese Wool Blazers. I think that one was just a bit of a small size, to be honest. 36. Paul Smith, and this is 100% sheep leather jacket. Has sat in the store for a little while, but I was happy to hold on to it because I knew that eventually it would go for a decent price. Fat face jumper. It's got a nice Nordic Fair Isle pattern on it. Definitely put like Christmas in the keywords as well. Fred Perry Parker jacket. Australia rugby shirt. 145, 16. Big size. This was always gonna take a long time to sell. Preston shirt. Always like getting long sleeve football shirts. Most of the time that they do fetch more money than your normal short sleeve ones. I think just because not many people actually get them. But yeah, that's what's been selling for me over this weekend. Do you feel like the momentum is gaining with Q4? Do you feel like sales are up? Do you feel like they're down? Are they all over the place? Let me know. The most important thing is, how are sales for you? Let me know in the comments and we'll see you next week.